Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Evan. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm sharing a video today of this awesome homemade lentil bread that I just made. And I've been letting it cool off for a while, and it's still a bit warm. I'm not going to cut into it quite yet, just because I'm not quite ready to eat yet. But as you can see, it rose a little bit. I used aluminum-free baking soda, or baking powder, excuse me. We used this Bob's Red Mill. So I'll lay out the ingredients that I used here. We got some of these Bob's Red Mill non-GMO red lentils, 2 cups, and I soaked them in a really big bowl, really big metal bowl overnight, and then afterwards I threw them into this colander here and got as much water as I could out of there, and then I put them back into that large bowl there, and I rinsed them 3 times to get all of the starches and all that stuff out, and got all the water out of there. And then I put them into my food processor, which I've got all the stuff drying right now, but they just barely fit. 2 cups worth of red lentils soaked actually expands quite a bit. So that's a small food processor, although it was still able to hold everything. And then I put in 2 tablespoons of this Bob's Red Mill baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, because I just wanted to use that. You don't have to actually use any seasonings if you don't want to. Just the salt is really all you truly need. And I also added a half a teaspoon of cumin powder to this. And then I put it into this pan here with, parchment paper lined just across one side. I didn't really even mess with the outsides because it doesn't really matter that much. The oil that I used, this is a flax oil that is actually meant for cooking, so it has a higher smoke point. It's cold pressed, I believe, for cooking. So I used a quarter of a cup of this flax oil, so I threw that into the food processor as well. Then I turned on the food processor, and I think about 3 or 4 times I turned it off after stuff started getting around the edges. Then you just kind of scrape that off the edge, try to get into the middle, and just get it as blended as you can. And then I baked this in the oven, preheated oven, for 1 hour at 350 degrees. And so I'll try to just pick this up so that y'all can see this awesome bread loaf here. I'm really excited to try this, actually. And what I did on top is I sprinkled some of this seasoning. It's like seeds and salt, like poppy seeds, sesame seeds. There might be some I know there's some other types of seeds in there too, but it has a bit of a smoky flavor to it. I think it's going to be a really fantastic bread. And so if we do the math here, quarter cup of red lentils has 12 grams of protein. So 8 times 12 is a little over 100, right? Yeah. So I think we're at about, what would it be? I think 106 grams of protein right here. High in fiber as well. So very awesome homemade bread. And you don't need any yeast. You just need this baking powder. Next time, I'm going to try adding a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to the mix before, because I think that that'll help it rise just a little bit more instead of being as flat as it is. And it also might be the fact that I used a tin that was just a little bit wider than the video that I saw. The video that I saw, the middle kind of rose up a bit more, but you can still see, it started to rise a bit. And this is just lentils. So very simple, very easy to make. And just use some kind of a healthy oil. I'm sure that you could even use, like, if you have like melted ghee or something like that. I think you could do that too. Just whatever oil you're using, or some type of a healthy coconut oil. You could do that as well. I think sometimes the um, coconut oil is good for certain types of baking applications, and it doesn't um, ruin the quality of the oil. So yeah, I am super stoked on this bread. Honestly, this is my first time making it. Just wanted to share that with y'all, and maybe try it out for yourself if you're, if you like bread, and you could, like I said, you can omit all of the seasonings and all that stuff and just use the salt if you want to use it, like for, spreading some peanut butter on, peanut butter honey, and, whatever else. Use it for some other types of sandwiches or things that are at least, proper food combination as far as Ayurveda goes. But yeah, I think that's my video for today. I'm making, instead of black bean soup, I'm making some green lentil soup. Same idea, except for the fact that I don't have to soak the green lentils. I'm just cooking these rinsed green lentils in 5 cups of water. And then I'm going to be adding the same vegetable medley in there with a bunch of awesome seasonings. So I'm sure this bread would be really good with this too. I mean, a high protein lentil bread. Red and green lentils, since they're both lentils, and actually different types of beans, according to Ayurveda, you can combine them together. It doesn't translate to other kinds of, like, say, animal proteins, but as far as these go, like beans, lentils, and stuff like that, different kinds of beans and different kinds of lentils will combine together okay as far as a digestive food combination. So, and of course, add some cumin powder, make them more digestible. Other digestive spices does a really good job. So I'm a big fan of this soup. Just seems to be a good time to be making it. It's kind of cloudy, rainy outside right now. So very much love, y'all. And remember to say I love you to your water. Maybe give a little smooch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Till next time, shred onwards. Stay strong out there, and peace be unto thee.